Hello students, welcome to the EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Rashmi Sharma, Head of the Department OB and HR, Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, Delhi. Today we will learn module Improving Employee Engagement. This module is from the paper Contemporary Issues in HRM and Future Trends. The learning outcome from this model would be introduction to the fact of employee engagement. The Zinger's model of employee engagement would be discussed. What are the different methods to improve employee engagement in the organization? What is the status of employee engagement in India? Some corporate examples of good employee engagement would also be covered in this module. After completing this module, the students will be able to learn about the meaning and significance of employee engagement, learn about the Zinger's model of employee engagement, study the various methods of improving employee engagement in the organization, and understanding the status of employee engagement in India. We all know that human resource is one of the most valued and crucial resource for a business to sustain in this highly competitive market. Acquiring and retaining talent in an organization is one of the key concerns for the top management these days. In any organizations, employees play a very crucial role in increasing the organization's effectiveness and depict the real picture of the organization's environment and culture. Productivity and efficiency of employees has become very important for all the businesses to run efficiently and sustainably. In this fast growing business era, employee engagement is becoming of a great significance. Employee engagement can be described as a two-way process that builds between the employees and the organization. It is a well-adopted strategy to increase the performance and productivity of employees. It is described as a process to ensure the contribution, commitment, and motivation of an employee towards fulfilling the goals and values. Various researchers have shown that employee engagement not only enhances the non-monetary performance, that is service proficiency, absenteeism and retention, but also the financial performance, that is real profit of an organization. Employee engagement is mainly about the responsibility of every employee to enhance team building, group dynamics, cultural democracy, and a greater learning environment. The top management must work to increase the engagement of employees, which enhances and motivates them to develop the required behavior and a positive attitude, which in turn will enable the employees to increase their efficiency to meet the objective of the organization. Employee engagement is one of the trends which in past has proved very useful in retaining the employees for a longer period of time and produce efficient results. The changing scenario and the evolving market in the recent years have laid a great deal of importance to the employees' performance, which in turn leads to higher performance of the organization. The development in the IT industry has removed the barriers on the working time, and the employees are expected to work around the clock. The increased competition has made an impact on the employees as they constantly feel pressurized to perform at any cost. This results in the disturbance of work-life balance of employees. In the longer period, the effect on work-life balance of employees leads to their being disinterested in work, absenteeism, lesser productivity, and a very stressful life. The employee's psychological well-being is also negatively affected due to lack of proper policy from the management or lack of good work environment, communication gap between the management and the employees. To come up with a solution to this problem, the term employee engagement was introduced. Initially in 70s and 80s, the focus was more on the employee satisfaction, but it did not depict any relation with the performance and laid more focus on the employee rather than on the organization or employee's relationship with the organization. Now, employee engagement is a relatively new concept. It is defined as an individual's involvement with, satisfaction with, and enthusiasm for the work that he or she does. Now, this is from the source Organizational Behavior by Stephen Robbins. Or, employee engagement is a workplace approach resulting in the right condition for all the members of an organization to give their best each day, being committed to the organization's goal and values, motivated to contribute to the organization's success with an enhanced sense of well-being. Employee engagement is driven by two primary factors: engagement with organization and engagement with the managers. Engagement with the organization measures the engagement of employees with the top management and the organization as a whole. It relates with the confidence as well as the trust the employees have to develop with the top management, resulting from the transparent system full of values being followed in the organization. Engagement with the manager relates with how the employees feel about their managers, that is, the direct supervisors. Engagement at this level is of the utmost importance as employees feel most committed to the organization where they are being valued, being treated fairly, and receiving feedback and mentored by their immediate supervisor. A strong relationship between the employees and the managers, we all know, would lead to better employee engagement and satisfaction at workplace. The employees are divided into four major categories when it comes to employee engagement. Firstly are the highly engaged, comprising of the employees who are totally engaged. Second are the moderately engaged employees who are nearly engaged. Third, passively engaged, as the name suggests, the employees who are almost disengaged. Then they are actively disengaged employees who are completely disgruntled and disengaged with the organization. In the task of engaging employees, the management of the organization should take into consideration the proper assessment of employees' behavior, attitude and values, and the priorities, and address the problem being faced by the employees at workplace. The process can be nurtured and produce the best results through a two-way communication process which motivates the employees to achieve their individual as well as the organizational goals. The organization needs to execute specific engagement plans and create an inclusive environment to inculcate higher confidence level and enthusiasm to learn and innovate for successful job roles. The various parameters for assessing the engagement can be level of job satisfaction, commitment, involvement, emotional attachment, and feelings of empowerment. Having understood the concept of employee engagement, let us now understand the Zinger's model of employee engagement. David Zinger, a Canadian-based management consultant, combined the current researches on employee engagement with the practical approach to achieve substantial results. Based on his detailed work on employee engagement, he produced a model that throws light on various aspects of employee engagement, dedication, and involvement. As we have seen in the Zinger's model, there are 12 key factors that are listed that the managers and employers must adopt in order to achieve significant results. First, achieve results. Achieving the desired results, that is, higher levels of employee engagement, should be the ultimate aim as per the Zinger's model. However, the process is very well supported by various other steps. The managers need to work on self as well as the employees of the company through well-crafted strategies. Next factor is craft strategies. Devising appropriate strategies for the achievement of higher level of employee engagement is the most important task. It involves excessive planning and considerations of employees and organizational requirements. Managers generally seek help from professional management consultant for preparing the effective strategies. Next factor is enliving rules. Employees tend to love their work when it appears to be interesting and creative. Managers should work on restructuring the tasks and responsibilities in a way that eliminates boredom from employees' job and keep them interested in the work. Excel at work. Motivating employees to excel in performing work always pays off. An organization must incorporate a system for recognizing and awarding those employees in a better manner. Get connected. Managers must maintain some kind of connect with their subordinates so that the employees can share their problems with managers and ask for advice. Communication is the backbone of any and every managerial process. Be authentic. Being genuine and real is what is always expected from a manager. Top management, HR people, as well as line managers should show concern towards the problems the employees are facing and make sincere efforts to help employees get rid of it. Live recognition means recognizing the efforts of employees in front of all other employees, which will not only boost the employees' morale but also encourages them to prolong there with the organization and perform exceptionally well always. Fully engage. The organization's desired result can be achieved in the quickest possible way only if employees are fully engaged. A comprehensive study detailing about what engages or disengages the employees must be conducted. Designing and implementing these strategies is the next step. Identify with the organization. Employees stay in the organization for a prolonged period only if they feel connected with the organization. Management should understand that employees are the most important assets and organizations cannot work without them. Serve customers. Only well-engaged employees can successfully serve the customers in the best possible manner. Making employees aware of this organization's tradition and culture from time to time can help a great deal. Develop personally. Organizations should not keep their focus on attaining the goal, but also should focus on the overall development of the employee. Employees who grow with the organization have a deep connect with the workplace and are always ready to go an extra mile to achieve success for the organization. Attain happiness. Satisfied and happy employees are the important assets of an organization. The secret behind the success of every efficient business is their happy employees. Now let us understand the different methods that would be used to improve employee engagement in the organization. In today's job market, employees can easily get bored or lose interest in their jobs and start hunting for a new job. Now, this is certainly not a favorable scenario. Therefore, it should be avoided. Now, there are some of the activities that can be introduced are introducing health and wellness programs in the organization. Instituting wellness and health program is important to increase the employee engagement. It not only improves the efficiency and productivity of the employee, but reduces total turnover in the organization and reduces stress. Providing healthier food option to the employees. A study has proved that 75% of the employees feel that this is the main requisite, but employers generally do not offer it as a benefit to the employees. Acknowledging personal wins. Ideally, managers should appreciate and acknowledge every effort that an employee makes. These wins should be related to the department or the team. Announcing such awards or rewards to the team is going to help bring in more celebration and higher engagement. Increased importance to work-life balance is one of the most important and needed thing that the employers can do is to improve their highly competitive work environment. If the focus is more on maintaining a balance between work and life, employees will feel good about the work that they are doing and feel empowered. Introduce fun-related activities in the organization. Various fun-related activities should be organized on a weekly or fortnightly basis, which can be taken by the employees. Such activities can help in creating a bond between the team and better engagements at workplace. It would also help to get us informed about the employee's passion. Knowing the team and their passion or hobbies helps the manager to connect with the team well and make them feel genuinely interested in their passion and value as well. Ditch the concept of cubicles. You must have seen that there are many organizations who have started eliminating cubicles and they have an open office decor which encourages collaboration and comfort. Of course, privacy is at stake, but open desk promotes a healthy environment as there is a more face-to-face communication. We must familiarize the fresh hires to the team. When a fresh recruitment takes place, we must make sure that the new employees know their teams. They should feel connected. Provide freedom to the employees to move laterally in the organization. There are many employees who are unsure about their career path and figuring it out. Therefore, a roadmap should be given which would help them to know where they are supposed to go in future. Create a detailed roadmap to achieve employees' professional goal. This would help in knowing the individual's goal which can be linked to the organization's goal. Apart from assigning more tasks, the employees should be given responsibilities and coveted projects. Employee would exhibit a goal-oriented behavior when they are given tasks that are worth achieving, that is, tasks that are challenging. Align your recruitment process with the company's value and culture. Study has shown that company's value and culture affects the recruitment process. Only the employees who suit best to the culture and environment of the organization should be hired. The rest should not. Encourage the employees to volunteer. Encouraging the employees by promoting volunteerism by giving them some hours each month to leave their office space and participate in a voluntary work with the community. It helps to build bond and trust amongst the peers. Bond building and building of trust are correlated. Organizations show some trust in the employees to complete the work that has been assigned without nagging them for at least 3 to 4 times a day. Ban the mailbox for a day every month. This practice should be followed by the organizations where mails are to be banned completely for a day every month. This would help the employees to interact more with their peers, and even if the interaction is just for a few seconds, face-to-face conversation is going to leave an impact on their minds. Take proper feedback and act on the feedback on an immediate basis. Proper procedures should be followed to encourage feedback so that employees feel that their opinions are valued by the top management. Provide creative space to the employees to brainstorm. It is shown that regular meeting, synergy, and creativity helps an organization to have employees who are committed and loyal to the organization. Engage employees in long-term and important projects. The projects that should be given should be something that is relevant and meaningful and challenging. Let us understand what is the status of employee engagement in our country, that is India. A recent report by Dale Carnegie Training shows that Indian employees are much more engaged than their global counterparts. The report states that the number of fully engaged working professionals in Indian workforce stands at 46%, while the global average for the same is just 34%, and that of the US is 30%. According to the survey conducted by Dale Carnegie Training in conjunction with NHRDN in 2014, there were certain factors identified which influence the engagement levels in India, which are as follows. That is the relationship with the immediate supervisor, belief in senior leadership, and pride in the organization. There are certain challenges that are affecting the efficiency of the working population in context with Indian companies and the competitiveness amongst the companies. There are only 1/3 of the employees that feel that they are satisfied with the senior management, while 1/4 are very dissatisfied with the top management. And this very clearly depicts the level of confidence that the employees have in their managers and the fact that it is very low. And this is the primary reason that productivity of the organization is low. The question which arises is that what is holding the companies from reaching the required level of engagement? A complete and holistic approach needs to be followed. An engagement solution should be devised and better methods should be followed so that the charts are reversed and more employees feel engaged with their employees as well. Let's have a look at some of the corporate examples of good employee engagement. There are top 6 companies that are following best employee management practices all over the world according to the managers. Google is known for its transparency. Google has been very clear about the focus it lays on its organizational culture, and transparency is one of the most important features of the culture at Google. This transparency at workplace makes employees much more powered and empowered, and autonomy is given to them to apply their minds. It has been observed that the organizations that follow transparency can engage employees much more than the ones that do not. We all know about the famous company American Express, but little we know that they focus on behavior. American Express follows a different approach in the world where even today the companies are more focused on results and achievement of goals. And this is happening for the past 25 years in American Express. The company is giving equal importance to the achievement of goals and how these goals are being achieved. It believes that it is not possible to achieve the best result without taking the behavior of the employees into consideration. Behavior includes how the employee conduct themselves, how they act and react to situations and people around them. It has been observed that successful companies have an understanding about how behaviors are leaving an impact on the employee's emotional level, where much engagement with the employer takes place. John Lewis expresses a very strong focus on its employees. One way they call themselves partners instead of employees, and it is not just a word for them, it's a connection that gets built with the word partner. By calling employees as partners, John Lewis is sharing the responsibility with them and making them comfortable and accountable and also responsible for the outcomes of the organization. Hyatt Regency focuses on employee development. The organization's high employee retention and long employee tenure as compared to its competitors speak clearly for its high employee turnover. The reason behind the same is employee development and promoting from within the culture. Continuous development and clear roadmap is one of the best engagement technique that is present in today's competitive market. Southwest Airlines is known for its statement of purpose. The airline sees their purpose as connecting people with what's important to them. They just don't see themselves as transporters of people, but as enablers who help people to get people on the places that they care about. This may be seen as a small differentiation, but it can make a big difference on how important an employee perceives his or her job. A strong, clear purpose connects emotionally with the employee and it also engages. To see what we are doing is more profound than just selling a product or service. It makes the employees feel more important. It is no longer enough just to do a job, but they are also seeing that people want to make a difference to contribute to something bigger than themselves. At Virgin Airlines, the focus is on listening. This multi-industry organization believes in listening to its employees, which shows that how much they value them. They practice a trust and encourage their employees to have a win-win situation. The organization keeps on growing and employees feel important and engaged with the organization. Learning is the soul and heart of employee engagement. Everybody wants to be heard and keep the perspective forward, and also it's the minimum requirement of effective leadership. Yet, it is often ignored by the employers and the top management. Employee engagement is a measurable construct. Organizations should shift more and more of their focus on the importance of engaging employees in a better and much efficient manner. Already, many companies across India as well as around the world are following different strategies to engage the employees in a very effective manner. The various strategies used by companies may or may not be the same, and the end results, which are better efficiency and productivity, will also vary with the method adopted. Some of them are highly efficient and produce the end desired results, whereas others might not be very effective and not produce the desired results. Management should be very careful in adopting these different strategies and should trust the ones that are already tried and tested. Apart from employee engagement, there is one more trend that is very common in the market these days, that is called the post-offer engagement. After the recruitment and selection process is over, the candidates are selected, and before their joining dates, companies have started engaging them in some form of employee engagement activity. This practice was adopted because the ratio of number of employees selected to the number that actually joined the organization was decreasing at a very fast pace. To curb this problem, several engagement activities like formal dinners with the top management, making the new employees familiarize with the company's policies and culture, sending personalized merchandise to the employees, etc., has been adopted by the companies. As discussed earlier in this module, employee engagement is the most important factor in the process of increasing the business performance. An engaged employee is someone who understands his or her role in the business strategy, has a stronger emotional commitment and a connection for the organization, one who is more involved and also strives for great success and is also a good team person. Employee engagement improves competitiveness, and this efficient duo of management and the employee can increase the productivity of the organization by great folds. Despite various very traditional factors of improving employee engagement like salary hike, opportunities, training, work environment improvement, etc., the management should always check the level of employee engagement from time to time. Appreciation, respect or value at work, and a personal touch of management motivates the employees to engage with complete commitment. Employees should be given various opportunities and training to improve their skills and enhance their performance. Networking with other employees, open communication, rewards, talent management, recognition of their efforts, and a constant feedback encourages the employees to stay for a prolonged period with the organization. Employees also learn to enhance their skill set through different opportunities that are available for them and improve their performance accordingly without any sense of threat. Inclusion of employees' opinion in the decision-making process is also a great factor in motivating them for working in alignment with the goal of the organization. Employees in reality are the actual representatives and the brand bearers of the organization, and their belief and strength in the organization is going to create value for the entire organization. Thank you.